Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are doing great. Today I would like to discuss about Canadian study permit. In the first part of this video, I will discuss what is SDS and what is non-SDS program. Then we'll discuss about requirement of each category, and in the last I will show you how you can apply it yourself. So friends, stay tuned and please like and subscribe to this channel for future updates. To start things off, let me explain you what is SDS program. In June 2018, Government of Canada replaced SPP program by SDS program. They called it Student Direct Stream program. This program is only for students who lives in Canada, China, India, Philippines and Vietnam. In order to qualify for SDS program, student has to get 6 band in each module in the LTS exam. The second requirement is to get letter of acceptance from a college or university. Here I have mentioned designated learning institutions. It means the college or university has approval from Canadian government to host international students. If you want to check a college or university has a government's approval to host international student, you can open this website. Usually once a college or university get approval from government, the government allocate a DLI number. You see I have opened this website from Canadian government, and here you can select your province, and if you have any specific college you can just write it down here. I just write here Seneca College, and it does have DLI number, and it does offer PG postgraduate work permit eligible programs. I will post this link in the description of this video so you can check it out yourself. The next requirement is to provide GIC certificate. They called it Guaranteed Investment Certificate. For SDS, it's compulsory, and most of students are using Bank of Nova Scotia to provide or deposit 10,000 Canadian dollar. Here I have opened website of Bank of Nova Scotia. I am going to take example of Bank of Nova Scotia and going to explain you how GIC will work. Basically, student has to transfer GIC amount, which is 10,000 Canadian dollar plus the program fee. In this case, it's 10,000 plus 200 Canadian dollars, so total 10,200 Canadian dollar. You can wire transfer or you can go to your local bank and you can ask them how you can get a GIC certificate for Canadian study permit. There are a couple of points you should consider before you apply for a GIC certificate. First one is that try to use Bank of Nova Scotia, because Bank of Nova Scotia has many ATMs and branches all over Canada. Sometimes consultants are referring you any other banks because they may have more commission from that bank. So if you have any suggestion from your consultant about any of bank, just Google it and try to find it out that how many branches they have it in the city where you are going to study. The second point you should consider is about a student bank account. Your parents or any other person who should have a saving or checking account should not be transferring GIC amount to the bank. Student who is going to study in Canada should have a student bank account, and the amount you have transferred for GIC should be from the student account. The third point to consider is about the address in your passport and the beneficiary address. Bank will give you that option to fill out order customer address and beneficiary customer address. So you have to make sure that order customer and beneficiary customer name and address should be the same. If there is any changes, then bank will reject your GIC and it will cost you extra money and time. So please make sure you have the same address in the order customer and beneficiary customer field. Once you transferred the GIC amount successfully, usually you should have a reply from the bank between 5 to 10 business day. It's always good to follow up with the bank. So if it's more than 8 days, then you should call Bank of Nova Scotia and ask about what's going on with your GIC and when should you expect to receive GIC certificate. Here is the number. You should be able to call from Skype or Google Hangout from overseas. Once you have GIC certificate and approval on your study permit and you are in Canada, bank will release 2000 Canadian dollar when you arrive to Canada, and after that each month bank will release 667 Canadian dollar each month. This way you will get back your 10,000 Canadian dollar after 12 months. I hope my explanation clarifies the process of GIC certificate. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to write in the comment section. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. The next requirement is about paying tuition fees for the first year under STS program. Now CIC is asking students to pay for the entire first year tuition fee. If you want to estimate your study expense for the first year, it should be around 14,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollar. Usually, it's depend on college or university. These are the main points to consider for applying STS program. Now, in case if you don't have a 6 band in each module in IELTS exam and you are not willing to pay for the first year tuition fee, you can still apply for a Canadian study permit, but your application will not be proceed under STS program. Let me show you what are the points you should consider if you are planning to apply for a regular study permit. The first and most important point is language requirement. If you are applying for a diploma course and you have overall 6 band, then you should be able to get admission in diploma course as long as you don't have a below 5.5 band in any of module. For a postgraduate or master programs, ideally you should have overall 6.5 or 7 band and none of modules should have below 6 band. But in case, if you have 5.5 in any of module and your overall score is 6.5 or 7 band, you can still apply for postgraduate or master programs, but you may have limited options for colleges and universities. The next point to remember is about paying tuition fees. You just need to pay for your first semester fee under regular study permit, and also regarding financial support, you don't have to get a GIC certificate for as a financial proof or financial support. I am repeating it that you don't need GIC certificate if you are not applying under STS program. Let me show you. I have opened this website. This is Canadian government website, and they did mention here that proof of financial support, if you are applying under for a study permit, they will consider any option listed here. You can get education loan from a bank, or you can ask your parents or relatives to pay your tuition fee and living expense during your stay in Canada. In case if you are getting scholarship from any of college or university, please try to get a letter from the institute and submit along with your application. If you have any question regarding proof of financial support, please feel free to write in the comment section. Rest of the requirements are similar. And another thing to consider is about STS and non-STS stream is under SDS stream, CIC will process your file within 45 days of your application. That is the main benefit of STS. I really wanted to show you guys in this video about how you can apply for Canadian study permit yourself, but if I show you, then this video may become long. So I will make another video and will show you how you can apply for a Canadian study permit yourself. So friends, stay tuned, please like and subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.